very warm welcome to our Inner Transformation Challenge. Switch on your cameras, guys. Let's see each other and let's understand the background that we are coming from. Come on, go ahead and switch on your cameras. Let this be a very interactive session. So I don't want it to be just dialogue from my side giving you gyan, but you sharing your experiences because that's what we are aiming at solving. Okay, it's about you, not about me. Come on, switch on your cameras, guys. Thank you, Govardhan, Subha, Nilesh, Sumit. Sumit says that he is an executive assistant in one of the financial companies. Okay, great. It will be great if you switch on your camera. Govardhan, what about you? I can't hear you, Govardhan. You're on mute. Hi, Rakesh.
Hi Sanjana, how are you?
Good, good. I'm good. Yes, Govardhan, go ahead. Switch on. You unmute yourself. I think he's having a little bit of difficulty in unmuting.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah.
I'm audible now?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, ma'am. Like I'm a B mechanical engineer graduate, and I work for procurement.
Okay.
Means like purchase and procurement, and I'm
Mm,
SAP MM certified. I think I told
mm,
you before, ma'am. This is once again I'm telling you. And
mm.
one more thing I want to tell you, like my background, and I'm not means looking very well because my father suddenly, due to high BP fluctuation, he got stroke, and I came from hospital, and
Uh-huh.
I'm in still that mode only. So
Uh-huh.
I did it for my.
No problem, no problem. We hope your father recovers well, recovers faster. So no
Yeah, ma'am.
problem. In spite of so much of tension, you decided to join this program. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes, Rakesh, what about you?
I'm good, and I have some problem with personal life and as well as professional life.
Hmm.
Like I'm suffering with some personal relief with them. I'm just fed up about my personal life with
Okay.
someone else, and
Mhm.
and that hampered to my professional life as well. And
Okay.
that's why I'm out of job from last 1.5
Mm,
years. And
mm.
I'm unable to decide how can I do. And there are overthinking issue as well.
Okay, we'll try to address all of that. So, one by one, you can put in your issues. I will need one volunteer who can join us where we can analyze their trigger patterns and everything, and others will do the same exercise with respect to their situations in life. Okay, so we are not going to discuss anybody's personal life here. Your personal life is totally personal to you. We are not going to discuss that. But yes, we will discuss the triggers so that you understand you get that awareness ki what exactly is causing all of this mess in my life. Okay. So if any one of you does not have a notepad and a pen, I would suggest quickly go and grab your notepad and pen so that you can write down. Otherwise, at the end of the session, you'll forget what I told you. So take notes wherever you feel are important points. You should take notes. Okay. So throughout this journey, I will guide you that how you can reclaim that inner peace, the confidence, the inner peace, and the tranquility that you once had in your life. How can you reclaim that back? Okay. So thank you all for joining, and all the people who introduced themselves. Thank you so much for that introduction. Let me quickly introduce myself. Some of you already know me, but for people who do not know me, my name is Sajana Binil. I worked as a career transition coach, helping people move into IT business analysis career. I also now work as an emotional wellness coach, helping people manage their emotions around anxiety, stress, self-doubt, and help them become a better version of themselves. You know, so emotional intelligence is also one of the space that I'm working with. That's in short. So over the o- throughout this challenge, the inner transformation challenge that you have, you will discover several tools that will help you reduce anxiety, release stress, and become more calmer and more in control of your life. Rakesh, if yes, you can share the link, Rakesh. Yes, if any of your friend would like to join, they can. We want to increase this community as long as possible, as much as possible, and go out and help more people. Okay. So today's focus is going to be self-awareness. Write down self-awareness in your notepad, where you will become more aware of yourself, where you will try to recognize yourself. You will, most of you think that, okay, I know myself the best. But today you will identify certain patterns inside you, which you previously never analyzed. Okay, so that's what I want you to do today. So here, we will be using throughout this transformation journey, we will be using the RISE framework, RISE. And what is this RISE framework? Let me tell you. This is a framework that we have built to help people reduce the anxiety stress in their life. And it has worked marvelously for all of our students who have come for our coaching, and they have used the RISE framework. So that's exactly what you will experience. RISE, let me tell you what this abbreviation stands for. Let me just share my screen so that you can note that. Yes. Mm, yes. RISE framework is the backbone of this challenge. And all of these slides have been made as per that RISE framework. Now, if you see RISE, RISE, the first R stands for recognize, which is what we are going to do today. Okay. Awareness is the first step to change. The more you become aware of yourself, the more you understand your patterns and your emotions, you will be able to change. Okay. So it's like says over here, you can't change what you cannot see, right? So today we are going to dig deeper inside you, and you will be able to see exactly. It will be like, you're looking at a mirror. So in this step, you will learn to identify your exact triggers that spark your stress, your overthinking, or specific emotional reactions to situations. Okay. So our major milestone will be here that you will be able to clearly see what situations make you anxious, what situations make you stressed. Then we will start the integrate. Tomorrow onwards, we'll start integrating it, where you see a shift in yourself from self-criticism to self-compassion. Instead of fighting with yourself, you will practice acceptance and compassion, and you will start breaking your old pattern, where your past pain or any kind of a problem that you carry behind from your past does not control your present reactions. See, most of the problems in our life happen, guys, because we stay in the past. We are constantly thinking about the past. How many of you would agree with that? We are constantly thinking about some things that happened in the past. How many of you are doing that? Please raise your hands. You can use these emotions to your raise hand icon to raise your. How many of you feel that you're constantly thinking about something that happened in the past? It might be some painful experience, somebody hurt you, somebody cheated you, or maybe some trauma, very intense one. But how many of you will resonate with the fact, yes, I do a lot of overthinking because of past issues, not because of present issues? Hmm. Yes. So that's one thing that we will start addressing when we start the integrate part of it, where we will start shifting your focus from self criticism to self compassion and self love. The S of the RISE framework helps you set boundaries, healthy boundaries. But healthy boundaries are required for us in our relationships. Our relationships might be personal relationships or professional relationship. Because we don't set those boundaries, that's a reason people take advantage of us. Hmm. So you will, in terms of shifting, you will see what are those healthy boundaries that has to be created, and you will start reprogramming some of your beliefs. Today, I will also help you identify certain beliefs that are there inside you in your subconscious mind. You might not be even aware of it. Certain questions will make you aware of those beliefs. Like one of the example that's given here, some people have old beliefs like, I'm not good enough. Now, we are going to change those limiting beliefs. These are called as limiting beliefs to empowering beliefs, which say, I am worthy exactly the way I am. Okay, so we are going to work on that self worth. Many of you have self doubt issues. Those self doubt issues are something that we are going to shift. We are something that we are going to clear. Okay. And then the last stage of the RISE framework will be embodiment. Embodiment is where you step into a calmer and much confident self. And you are able to assimilate everything that I teach you, integrate everything. So this challenge will be more of an experience, guys. Today is day number one. That's why I'm familiarizing you with the RISE framework. But going forward, it will be all of the experience and the activities that you do that will make you evolve as a new person. So you will see that you noticeably become calmer, lighter, and you start responding to situations rather than reacting to situations. Okay, that's very important. A person responding to a situation responds to it in a much more calmer way, much more sensible way, rather than reacting to a situation, which might be a, if you react to a situation, you might just, it might be an angry outburst that you make on that particular person. So instead of reacting, we choose to respond. That's when the last phase of embodiment happens. Okay. Now, to help you understand the patterns, let's dig deeper to help you understand the patterns. Why do we need to identify triggers inside us? Let me tell you a small example. Let's say you have just moved into a new house, okay, and you are cooking something in the kitchen, and suddenly the fire alarm goes off. Okay. Now, because this house is new, you run around looking where exactly is the fire because the alarm is on, right? So there might be something that's on fire. You are anxiously rushing around and checking, okay, where is the fire? Only to realize that there is no fire actually. And your fire alarm is just a little too sensitive. So, a little bit of cooking that you did in the kitchen has triggered that fire alarm. Okay. So you realize that. And what happens when the more after you realize what happens is, and now going forward, anytime the fire alarm goes off, you understand, oh, it's a false alarm. This alarm is a little sensitive to any kind of smoke or uh, heat that's coming in the kitchen. That's the reason. So you don't run anxiously looking for fire because you know that there is no fire. Okay. So what happened in this case was that the first and in the first instance, you were reacting. You were running around anxiously, scared, fearful that the house might be on fire. You realize that there's nothing like that, and you calm down. Okay. Now, second instance, when the fire alarm goes, you are not reacting. You're responding. You know, so okay, this alarm is again gone. um, that's a problem with the alarm. There's no fire. Okay, so you choose to respond. This is exactly what happens in our life. The small example, remember, guys, our mind several times gives us these false alarms based on small things that happen in our life, very, very small things. So it might be a harsh word from someone, your friend or your colleague, uh, or maybe your child was not listening to you. You were asking your child to do something, and he or she was refusing. No, I'm not going to do this. You know, and you got very, very angry, very upset with that. Or maybe somebody was judging you. You constantly feel, by the way, many of you have that feeling that people are constantly judging me, people are constantly criticizing me. So these small things in our life usually trigger an alarm system in our brain where the brain says, it's not safe. It's not safe here. Hmm? And what happens is the moment your brain says it's not safe, you will see that your chest starts becoming heavy. People who experience this anxiety, you will experience that. Your chest starts becoming heavy. You feel an uneasiness in your stomach, and your heart starts racing. How many of you have experienced that? Raise your hands. Whenever you have this anxiety, that something is going wrong, something is going to go wrong. You experience this. Mm. Now, this is not because you're weak. I used to have this experience myself, so I know how it feels. So it's not because you're weak, it's your brain trying to protect you based on your old experiences. Okay, so that's what we will see as an exercise. When you do it, you will understand this theory that I'm telling you based on some old past experiences which your brain has accumulated. It is trying to trigger that anxiety in you that something similar might happen now. Hmm? Understand, guys, there is a difference between fear and anxiety. Okay, fear is when you see a lion in front of you, you are fearful for your life and you run. So fear was created in humans as a safety mechanism so that when there is a threat to your life, you can run. You can run. So there's fear. Fear is something that is at the moment, at present at the moment, right? In front of you, there is a threat to your life, and you take an action um, to run away from that threat. That's fear. But anxiety, do you understand? Anxiety is created by us. Yes, guys, anxiety is created by us because anxiety in 99% of the cases, anxiety is about things that are not in front of us. Yes, we get anxious whether we will get a job or not. We get anxious whether we'll get married or not. It's always in the future, whether we will lose our job or not. Anxiety is triggered in all those fake situations. Okay. So understand the difference between both so that that's why we say it's good to have fear. We all have fear. We have fear of heights. We have fear of dangerous things around us. Uh, but fear is at the present moment where we get fearful. But anxiety is things that have not even happened in our life. We are visualizing it in our head and thinking, what if this happens? What if I lose my job? What if I don't get married? What if this person leaves me? And what if I never get a job? Oh my God, these things have not even happened in your life. And you're creating anxiety based on all those things about which you don't even know whether they are going to happen in your life. Understand this point. Very important. So we don't have to keep living based on a faulty alarm. Okay. So our brain has been modeled to protect us from all dangers, and it does not understand the difference between what is real and what is imaginary. That's the reason every time there is an imaginary alarm or imaginary situation, also, it will ring that alarm. And that's the reason you experience so much of anxiety. You just don't. And many people, because they experience anxiety, they just don't feel like doing the job that they should be doing. Yes, they don't feel like doing it. Getting up early in the morning, going for that work, or maybe sending out your resume to 10 different companies because you're anxious and you feel, oh, nothing is working for me. You don't do that. And if you don't send those resumes out to different companies, who is going to hire you? And then you again get caught in the same loop of anxiety. Just think about what are the things that we are doing to ourselves. We get caught in the same loop, going around and round and round, where because of anxiety, we don't do the things that we should be doing, the things that will take us one step ahead in our life. We stop doing that because we feel nothing is working. Forget it. What will happen? What will change tomorrow? Today itself is so bad. That is the situation from where I want you to come out. And that's the reason we are running this inner transformation challenge. I don't want any one of you to be in that victim mindset, because that's the worst mindset to be in, where you start cursing everything around you, saying that, oh, my situation is bad, these people are not supporting me, and that's the reason I am in the way I am. Okay, so that's what we will focus on now. I want you to do a activity where we're using a pen and paper. First of all, write down the goal in your life. Okay. Now, when you write down what you want to achieve in your life, the number one, just write one. Don't write multiple. Okay. Let's focus on one. Just one. It can be a health goal. It can be a career goal. It can be a relationship goal, or it can be a financial goal. But write it down that I want to achieve XYZ, whatever. I want amazing relationships in my life. I want to get married by the end of this year. Okay, I want a job. So I want you to visualize that and write down that goal statement. That's the first thing, so that we identify what is that we desperately want in our life. So let me give you 1 minute for this exercise, after which we will start a reflection exercise where we will understand um, what has been your recurring situations in your life, recurring patterns in your life. Okay. First, let's do this, guys. I'm going to play a small music, meditative music. You can just close your eyes, visualize what exactly you want in life. What is that one thing, one pressing need that you have today that you want to fulfill? Just write that down and put it in the chat window, guys. As soon as you are done, as soon as you're clear, just write it down. Just give me a moment. I will play a meditative music. Let's be very clear on the goal that we want to achieve. You can close your eyes and quietly visualize. This is just a 2-minute exercise. So just close your eyes and visualize. What is it? What is that I want in life? Do I want amazing health? Am I fighting with some health issue? If you're fighting with some health issue, write down, this is one thing that I want to heal. Whatever is that area of your life that you want to heal, just write it down. Just visualize it. Is it a health goal? Do you want to reduce some weight? Do you want better emotional balance in your life? You want better emotional strength inside you? You want to excel in your career? Do you want a new job? Write it down. Do you have a financial goal? Then write that down. I want to make X amount of money by so and so date. If you have a relationship goal, then write that down. Focus on your personal relationship. And if there are some turbulences in your relationship, write that down that I want to heal these relationship problems. If there are constant conflicts in your house, write down as one area that you want to work on. If you intend to get married this year, write down as that as an important goal in your life, important goal that you want to achieve. Keep adding in your chat window, guys. Sumit has a career goal. Nilesh also has a career as well as a money goal. Okay, Rakesh wants to stabilize his career and personal life. Okay, Sultana wants to get married and earn lots of money. And is to get a job by September end. Great. Okay. I believe most of you have completed this activity. So with respect to goal statements, always understand the way goal statements are to be written. They are not to be written with as problem statements, as the obstacles that you are facing. Okay. You write your goal statement with a specific timeline in mind and keep it in the present tense. Okay. And write it completely, whether it's about a job that you are aspiring, what kind of job that you can be very, very descriptive with that. You know, what kind of job you're looking for, and whether you intend to work with a specific strata of companies, big fours, you can be very, very specific about that. For example, let me give you an example. Let's say someone has a money goal, okay? And so I would write it as with this as today is 30th of September, 2025, 6 p.m. I have already earned, let me write it in the chat window, okay? Today is 30th of September. So I've given a one line. Today is the 1st of September, but I've given a 1 month timeline. Okay. So what essentially an affirmation, goal statements can be written in an affirmation way. Affirmations are always written in a present tense. So I'm visualizing that today is the 30th of September. It's 6 p.m. and I've already earned X lakh rupees, whatever is that goal of yours, as income happily and easily. Okay. So this becomes one very nice goal statement where you can articulate it with the timeline and also add some feelings to it. That means you did not have to struggle to get that particular income. Happily and easily, you were able to effortlessly. You can also add the word effortlessly to it and make it look very effortless. Okay. Similarly, you can write it with fine tune it to write it with your respect to your career or relationship goal. Got it? Always attach a timeline to it. Hmm. And yes, when it comes to money goal, most of the people have this question that how much we keep a particular money goal. So I will always tell my students that whatever is your current income, keep it 5 times more than that. And you say that this much is something that I aim to earn by so and so timeline. Okay. So timeline you can decide, the money goal you can decide, but don't keep a very unrealistic one that I know I intend to earn 1 crore rupees. Okay, keep it very, very practical. Whatever is your goal, don't be too greedy. So that's the goal statement. Let's go through a guided reflection now. Okay. Anybody would like to volunteer this activity? Can I have a volunteer so that others can see exactly what has to be done? We need people who can help us with this. Yes, who would like to go with that? Tell me, guys. I don't want to make it periodical, so it becomes easy when somebody comes. And yes, let me also tell you, when you come as a volunteer, there won't be anything that you have to disclose from your personal life. We are going to talk about your feelings and emotions. That's all. Hmm. Who would like to go? Who would like to do a analysis of their triggers and grow their self-awareness? Come on, come on. Yes, everybody just responds in the chat window, is it?
I'm in.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Nilesh. Thank you for volunteering that. So first, Dr. Nilesh, what I want you to do is, I want you to write down 3 recurring situations that you are currently facing in your life. Think about it. Now, those recurring situations might be making you feel anxious, stressed, or emotionally heavy, maybe angry, whatever is that, making you feel guilty. These are all negative emotions, by the way. So write down 3 such recurring situations. And each one of you do the activity with Dr. Nilesh for your own life. What we are going to do is what we are doing an audit of our life. Many of the times we just go with the flow of life and we don't even do an audit of what actually happened. So I want you to look back in the past 5 years. What has your life been? And you will see, certain people will see that there is a recurring health pattern in their life. Just an example where you see that your weight goes down and your weight comes back again. For people who are planning to reduce their weight, it's an example. You might see an emotional pattern where you see that in the past 5 years, the anxiety level in my body has increased. It's going on increasing, I feel. Now it's like too much for me to handle, or the anger level inside me has gone to its peak, or the guilt inside me, the self doubt inside me. So that is a recurring pattern you have seen in the past 5 years, where the intensity level of that emotion has gone up. You might also, in some cases, for people who are struggling with relationship, they might see a relationship pattern where you see that someone cheats you, and you see after getting cheated by someone, after some months, someone else cheats you. Then there is someone else. Or you might be finding similar kind of bosses in different offices. You left one job, joined another. Oh, this guy is exactly similar to my previous boss. That guy also used to be a micromanager, and he's also a micromanager, making my life miserable. Relationship patterns, relationship with your spouse, relationship with your parents. You might see some patterns over there where some there has been some recurring turbulences. Career pattern. You can see a career pattern for people who are struggling with career, that your career grows for some time, goes up, and you feel like nice. Oh, my career is taken off, finally taken off, and then it goes down. It's like, what? What? I thought everything is going to be good now. What happened? That's a pattern, you know. And financial pattern, where you might be having a good stable income in some time in your career, and then suddenly your expenses start exceeding your income, and you're like, oh my god, when is my company going to give me a increment? And you're badly waiting for that increment, but the increment is not coming up. So financial pattern, again, you will see the same thing. Money grows for some time and goes down after some time, again grows for some time, goes down after some time. Write down, guys, write down this pattern that you're seeing in your life. It can be any conflict at home or work, constant conflicts, that's repetitive patterns. Constant pressure at the workplace to meet deadlines, or maybe a repeated thought in your head that I'm not good enough for this work that I'm doing. I don't think I have the proper skills and knowledge. That's also a pattern. Similar people and similar situations occurring in your life. Write down and put in the chat window, what is that recurring situation that you have found? Just like how I given you example. Finance is going up for some time, then finance is going down. Or career going up for some time, career going down. Health improving, and then they're deteriorating. Okay, we have Dr. Nilesh's pattern. So he sees a constant problem in remembering things, and financial goals, unable to keep the savings. So money, unstable finances, which we can say, money going up for some time and then going down. So unable to keep savings consistently. Now tell me, Dr. Nilesh, when these situations are occurring, for each of these situations that you said, whether you are unable to learn, or whether it's about finances, or whether it's about looking for a new job interview, what are those emotions that come up to you when these situations that are not so favorable, not so good, occur? What are those emotions that come to you? What emotions trigger? And let me give you a list of emotions. You can pick up the ones that get triggered inside you: anxiety, self doubt, anger, guilt, stress, Desperation, fear, self-doubt, stress. Okay, these are the three emotions Dr. Nilesh has picked up: fear, self-doubt, and stress. Now, I want you to think about it, Dr. Nilesh. Just go back in your life, probably go back to the earliest memory that you have. It might be in your school or college, the earliest memory where you first experienced self-doubt, self-doubt and fear. It might be a different situation, okay? It might be a totally different situation, but the emotions were same. What was that situation? School, college, or when you started working? The earliest memory. What we are trying to do is we are trying to link our current present emotions with somewhere in the past that we have experienced the same. Just think about it. School or college or when you started working, fear and self-doubt. Maybe someone said something about you that you are not capable of doing something. Maybe your parents compared you with other friends during your school days or college days that triggered that self-doubt. I'm just giving examples. You can pick up the one that suits you the best, that works for you. 2010. Okay. Yes. And what was that in 2010 that triggered self doubt inside you? Got compared with others. Got compared with others. Okay. And did you experience fear and self doubt both at that time? Stress. Hmm. When you get compared with others, self doubt is quite obvious. So, not only stress, it's self doubt and stress, I would say. And what's your earliest memory of fear? When did fear get triggered in your life? What's your earliest memory of that? Go back to your memory lane. During exams, the earliest memory of fear is during the exams, during your school, college exams. And so you do you realize these emotions of fear, self-doubt, stress has been with you for long, long years, maybe more than 20 years, right? More than 20 years. And when it started, when fear first started in your life, the intensity might be less, the situation might be different. Exams, okay? Right now, you don't have exams, it's not the same situation, but the emotion was the same. Okay. And at that particular time, when it triggered for the first time during your exams, where you were getting anxious, fearful about the results, the intensity was less. But over a period of time, as you grow and go on with your life, different situations have triggered the same emotion, and the intensity of that emotion was higher than what you first experienced, isn't it? Now, the intensity of fear in your life might be somewhere around 9 and 10, 8, 9, or 10. And when you first experience, it might be 2 or 3, isn't it? Yes, absolutely. Intensity increases. You do know why it happens, guys? As these emotions, there is always a trigger point in our past, a particular incident that might have occurred, maybe something like writing an exam, where this particular emotion first started in our life, first came into our life. And over a period of time, what we do is, we as human beings, we practice these emotions again and again. And what happens when you practice this for 20 years? When you practice these emotions for 20 years, you get mastery in that emotions. And then what happens? Any unfavorable situation in our life, any turbulence in our life, you're not able to find a job, or you're not able to find a life partner, or some health issue, any kind of turbulence, fear is the first thing that will crop up. Fear, then the self-doubt. So in Dr. Nilesh's life, that's what he will be seeing, this pattern. Anything going wrong in my life, fear is the first thing that comes. Fear, self-doubt, and I get extremely stressed after that. Once fear and self-doubt comes into inside him, stress automatically follows. Each one of you, if you have dedicatedly done this exercise, you will be able to identify this as a pattern. Just like I was doing with Dr. Nilesh, you must have identified those emotions that are holding you back. Yes. So why does, very good question, Sumit, why does this pattern occur? We all, each of us have a unique emotional pattern. Hmm? We have an emotional pattern. And that pattern it becomes a pattern in our life because we keep practicing that thing again and again. Of course, we don't do it deliberately, it just happens. Hmm? Because these emotions are habits, guys. Habits that our mind develops. What is a habit? Now, some of the people have a habit of smoking, right? So they can't just if somebody says that, hey, smoking is bad for your health, even though they understand smoking is bad for health, even though they understand drinking is bad for health, but they are so addicted to it, isn't it? You can't ask a chain smoker to stop smoking the next day and give him a lecture on the bad effects of smoking, because it has become a habit. Anytime stress is triggered in his life, you'll pick up a cigarette and smoke. But do we do that? People who are non-smokers, by the way, do we pick up a cigarette and start smoking? No, because that's not our habit. That's not something that we have done. That's not something that we have practiced over the years, right? For us, there is a different pattern that we see when stress comes into our life. Some of us start overeating when there are when there's a lot of stress in our life. How many of you have experienced that? I had this habit. Whenever stress increases in my life, I had a lot of sweet. I got addicted to sweet, eating a lot of sweet. So what happens is, when you get those sugar cravings, some of them get sugar cravings when they are in extremely stressful situations. The sugar calms down your mind, just like that cigarette calms down the smoker's mind. So what cigarette does to a smoker, that sweet, that pastry used to do to me. As soon as I'm stressed, I go out for that pastry. And as soon as I indulge in that pastry, I feel, okay, life is so beautiful. So, as human beings, guys, we all carry a emotional pattern. Whenever things are unfavorable, situations are unfavorable in our life, we a particular emotion always gets triggered based on our past patterns, whatever is has been our habit. So let me give you a very simple example here. Let's say stock market. Okay, stock market. Let's say it's going down. Stock markets are really bad and it's going down. Now multiple people have invested in stocks, right? You will see a group of people who have invested in stocks. When the stock market falls down, they get very anxious. Oh my god, so much of my money is gone. Don't know, market is crushed very badly, and they get very anxious, they will get sad, they get depressed. Oh my god, I'll lose my money. There is another set of people, they might have invested double the money than what they have invested, but they're like, it's okay yaar, ये तो up down तो होता रहता है, up down always happens. So today it's down, tomorrow it will be, we'll recover that money. That's okay. You'll see. So group A, group B. So group A, anxious set of people. Group B was pretty calm. Group C, angry. People also get angry. People say, oh my God, how did this happen? Why is this stock market not regulated? And they bring in their own arguments. Why this should happen to us. They get those are the kind of people who get angry on all situations in our life. When there are unfavorable situations, anger is the first emotion that comes to them. You will see that. You will see angry people always react with anger whenever situations go wrong. People who have the habit of feeling anxious, they all, anxiety is the first thing that comes to us, comes to them. And people who are calm, you'll see, even in our schools, we used to see, right? Certain children, the paper might be very tough. They're pretty calm. Okay, I will write as much as I know. That's fine. That's fine. They're not anxious. They write to the paper. They might have just attempted one or two questions, but they're very chill out. They just walk out of the examination hall. Not everyone gets anxious in the same situations that you get anxious in. That's why I say, as human beings, we have different emotional patterns. Okay, so I hope this about emotional patterns is very, very clear to you. So I want you to now, what we are going to do is we are going to start the second stage of these emotional patterns and how we can rewire some of these patterns and make us feel a little more in control. Hmm? Understand, guys, whenever situations go wrong in our life, we always blame either the situation or a particular person. Let's say you have a conflict with your spouse or somebody else, maybe your parents. When there is a conflict, you always blame the other person that he is responsible for all the mess in my life. If the situation is going wrong, job market is down, market is really bad, that's the reason I'm not getting a job. My resume is in such a mess, that's the reason I'm not getting a job. Every time as human beings, we are used to blaming people and situations. But what we say in our coaching world is that people and situations have no control over your life. It's not the people and situations who are messing your life. It is your emotional pattern. Yes. The reason you're not having that inner peace, the reason you are not having that inner calmness, the confidence that is required for you to go ahead, the reason you're not having it is because it's your emotional pattern to experience the same anxiety, stress, which has become a habit for you. So we in the next in this transformation challenge, we are going to focus on rewiring those habits. So that this is one of the good news for all of you, that yes, it is possible for us to break free from that habit. Many of the people ask me this question. You tell us that this has become a habit with us. Is there any way out? Yes, there is a way out. And that's what we are going to practice. And remember, when you start practicing this, always remember, it's not going to happen in 1 day practice or a 2 day practice. Don't think that I'm going to become a new person tomorrow. No, right? Remember, when I did this exercise with Dr. Nilesh, he said that fear first came into his life when during exams, schools and college exams. It's more than 20 years of programming that has gone into his mind about fear getting triggered. So all that, when you have spent 20, more than 20 years in a negative zone, coming to a positive zone, you have to put in the effort and regular practice to do that. It cannot happen in 1 or 2 days. I hope everybody can understand that. Yes. How much time it takes, it differs from person to person. How regular and meticulous you are with the practice. Okay. It's just like, like I gave an example of a chain smoker. If he decides to quit smoking, he definitely can do it. Many of you might be having several friends who have quit smoking. They have come out of it, but it involved a lot of dedicated work from their side. right? So that is the kind of dedication I want from each one of you. If you attend the session once and think, okay, I will be a transformed person, it's just not going to happen. Okay. So how much time, how many of you are really dedicated to put your time and effort to this and be very regular to these sessions? Okay. Type me in the chat box if you are going to be very regular to these sessions. As you become regular to these sessions, you will slowly see that transformation happening. Yes. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Just yes. So it just takes 1 hour of effort. Today's session, I've given you the explanation of the skeleton. Going forward, the sessions, I'm not going to give you an explanation. Now that we have awareness, each one of you have awareness of the emotions that you are working on. Going forward, it will be more of an experience where you engage in different activities and you perform those activities in terms of subconscious reprogramming as well as meditations. Okay, meditations which will calm your mind and help you connect with yourself. Okay, so it will be more of those kind of activities. Today, I have given you a description of that. So today's activity about recognizing your emotional patterns. If any one of you have still not done it with the others, after this session, definitely complete it. Without you recognizing your emotions, you will not be able to work on it. Hmm? Then you will be working on somebody else's emotion. For example, Dr. Nilesh has identified his emotions, but Rakesh's emotions might be very different from that. So, in this group challenge, you will end up working on somebody else's emotions, something that's does not trigger you. That is the reason our day number 1 session is very, very important, because each of us have a unique emotional pattern, and it's important for us to recognize what is that pattern that we want to heal. Okay. So after this session, I want each one of you to put in the chat window the emotional pattern that you experience, just like how Dr. Nilesh mentioned: fear, self doubt, and stress. He was very clear. Others who have not done that, sit back, think for 2 minutes. It's just a 2 minutes activity here. You don't need to sit for hours to think about it. I've given you a list of emotions. Just put it in the chat window. This is exactly the emotion that I'm working on. That will give me enough guidance to create a subconscious programming exercise based on those emotions. That's the reason I'm asking you. Otherwise, like I said, you will end up working on somebody else's emotions. Okay. Now, let's do a subconscious activity. Ready for that? I'm going to play a healing music. And after that, I'm going to say some affirmations. As affirmations that will reprogram your mind. And like I said, this has to be regularly incorporated in your life for it to yield results, for it to yield results. Yes. Hmm? Remember, guys, our mind, the subconscious reprogramming works on the similar concepts. Like in our childhood, our parents, when we were studying something, our parents used to say that, okay, if it's a difficult topic that you're studying, they used to ask us to memorize it by repeating it, isn't it? Do you remember that for our exams? If there is a definition and we want to recollect the definition in the exam, we just keep on repeating it again and again until it gets memorized. That is exactly the simple technique that we will follow here. You do this as a repetitive activity to get rid of that negative programming that you have in your mind and inculcate this positive programming. Okay, so this is the simple memorization technique. So what we'll practice today, tomorrow morning, get up and practice it again. I'll put this video for your reference so that you can practice it the next morning. Okay, and you'll start seeing as we go ahead in this challenge, you will start seeing that the way you think, the way you look at situations, that starts changing. And that is what brings inner peace, where we stop blaming the other people and situations in our life, because they are not controlling our life. See, the remote control of our life is in our hands. Don't give that remote control to somebody else. Many of us has given that remote control either to another person or to another situation in our life, and that we are crying, we don't have any peace, we are anxious, uh, we are angry. Okay, so we will focus in this challenge to take that remote control back, take our happiness back. Okay, come on, let's do that reprogramming. In 10 minutes we'll wrap up, so don't worry. Close your eyes and let me start a healing music here. Is my voice and music both clear? Is it audible? Type yes in the chat window. Great. So whatever I'm going to say, you're supposed to repeat it loud. Don't say it in a mind. Repeat it in the average voice. Don't shout so that your neighbors come into your room. Don't do that. But say it. Don't keep repeating in your mind. Close your eyes. And repeat after me. I take 100% responsibility for the way I feel. Today, I take 100% responsibility for everything in my life. Put your hands on your heart and just repeat after me. And feel the words when you repeat this. Okay. Feel the words. Repeat after me. No more blaming. No more complaining. Today, I take 100% responsibility for anything and everything in my life. The more responsibility I take, the higher will be my frequency. The higher my frequency, the higher will be the quality of my life. So from now on, I promise myself, whatever is happening in my life, I will take 100% responsibility for it. Enough of blaming, enough of complaining, enough of criticizing situations in my life, enough of making myself feel low. Why would I make myself feel low if I am responsible? Because if I'm responsible, I will make myself feel powerful. I will make myself feel hopeful, excited, and motivated. Yes, I want to feel powerful. I want to feel excited. I want to be motivated. And that is the reason I am taking responsibility today for the way I feel. I want to attract love in my life. I want to attract success in my career. I want to attract money in my career. And for all of this magic to happen in my life, I need to take that responsibility. Taking responsibility does not mean that I blame myself. Taking responsibility means I have the ability to respond to situations. I have the ability to do things differently. So if I tried something and it did not work, I will try something else. And if even that did not work, I will try something else. Instead of feeling sad, instead of feeling depressed and anxious about my future, let me take responsibility and have the ability to try new things in my life, to try a different approach. Today, I declare I have the ability to respond to life. I have the ability to respond unlimited times with unlimited power and with unlimited responsibility. And when I respond like that, unlimited possibilities come into my life. Unlimited opportunities come into my life. Yes, from today onwards, I take 100% responsibility for my life, for the way I feel, and for the way I'll make others feel. Open your eyes gently. How many of you are ready to respond to life there rather than reacting to life? Type yes if you're ready to respond to life rather than reacting. So we learn that technique of responding rather than reacting with anger and frustration. Yes, thank you so much, Sultana, for that. I'm ready. And we are in this journey together. Okay. Let me take you through a deep meditation where you are able to visualize your future. Many of you have written in the chat window that you have a career goal to achieve. The majority had written about a career goal. But if any one of you have a different goal, for example, some have relationship goals, that's fine. I want you to visualize that relationship goal in this small, cute meditation that I have for you. And it's literally addictive meditation. So hold on, guys. During the meditation, there are a lot of visualization exercises that I will implant in this meditation. I want you to visualize all of that. So if any one of you are sitting in a noisy environment, please go to a quiet room. Quiet room is required for visualization. Otherwise, it will all be messed up. Okay, go to a quiet room. You can even switch off your lights if you want to. Otherwise, just close your eyes. If you're not able to visualize, if some disturbing thoughts are coming to your mind while you're going through the meditation, I would suggest you just repeat what I am saying in the meditation. Okay. If you are not able to visualize, just repeat it. Just think that you are writing it on a board, whatever I'm writing, whatever I'm saying. Otherwise, for people who are easily able to visualize, just visualize that journey that you will have. It's a divine meditation where you go and meet the divine, the divine power, and get that power and energy. Since it's our day one, let's start by praying to the universe for that strength and energy to bring about this inner transformation. So come on, guys, let's get started. I'll switch off my camera and let me start the healing music. Yes. Everyone can hear my voice and music. Give me a yes in the chat window so that there are no interruptions in between. Very clear, my instructions. Thank you so much. Okay, so you can hear. Great, so let's start. Everyone, just relax your energy. Relax your shoulders. We are getting into a divine meditation that will help us prepare for this inner transformation challenge. So close your eyes. Place your hands on your thighs and just relax your body. Just relax your body. We'll start this meditation with 3 deep breaths. So take a deep breath in through your nose. Pause for 5 seconds and breathe out through your mouth. One more time. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Pause for 5 seconds and breathe out through your mouth. One last time. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Pause for 5 seconds and breathe out through your mouth. Your body is completely relaxed now. It's completely relaxed. Now visualize a golden ray of light falling from the sky onto your head. This ray of light is charging every neuron in your brain. Your brain is getting charged with this light. This light then travels to your eyes. And this light is like crystals falling on your eyes. Feel the cooling effect of the crystals. The light then moves to your ears and charges your ears. Then it goes to your nose, then to your mouth. Your entire face is now lit up with this light energy. This light then travels through your throat. It is removing all the suppressed emotions from your throat. throat is where we suppress our emotions. All those emotions are getting healed. This light then travels to your shoulders, then to your arms, and then to your fingertips. This light then travels to your lungs and starts charging your lungs. Visualize your lungs getting charged like the battery of your phone. Take a deep breath in, and your lungs are fully charged. Now this light enters your heart and starts charging your heart. Feel the vibrations of your heart. Feel your heartbeat. This light then travels to your stomach and starts charging your stomach. It then goes down to your large intestine, small intestine. Down to your reproductive organs and then to your respiratory organs. Your entire body, all the organs are charged by this light energy. This light then travels to your thighs, then to your knees and down to your feet. Your body is completely glowing in this light energy. This light forms an aura around you, protecting you from all evil. Now visualize a golden path in front of you. This golden path is lit up with light and flowers. Start walking on this path. Start walking on this path. As you reach the end of this path, you see a mountain. Start climbing this mountain. Take the steps in that mountain and start climbing it. You might feel the fear. You might feel the self-doubt cropping inside. Will I be able to climb this mountain? I have never climbed a mountain before. Quieten that noise in your head. Tell yourself, I can do it. Yes, I can do this. Get out of that fear, that anxiety, which is stopping you from climbing the mountain. And start climbing. Surrender all your worries to the divine, because you are now going to meet that divine power. Start climbing. There are 10 steps to the top of this mountain. Start taking those steps. As you take each step, you will release one negative emotion from your body. 1, 2, 3. Visualize those negative emotions slowly going away from you. Stress, anxiety, fear, self-doubt, slowly getting released from your body as white light. Visualize that white light coming out of your body and continue the journey. 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. You have reached the top of the mountain now. You're feeling so calm, so peaceful. There is no fear inside you. There is no anxiety. All the doubt that you had has faded away because you are able to climb this mountain. As you stand on top of this mountain, visualize a golden light falling from the sky and falling just near you. And you can see your favorite God in front of you. Visualize your favorite God or Guru, whoever you believe. He's standing right in front of you. Look into his eyes. Look at his smile. He's so happy for you. He's telling you, what were you afraid of? Look at you. You have made a long journey all by yourself. How amazing. What are you searching for? Whatever you're looking for is within you. The courage that you're looking for, the confidence that you're looking for, the peace that you're looking for, everything is inside you. You don't need to look elsewhere. Fold your hands in Namaste position and pay that gratitude to the Lord. Bow your head in front of Him and say, thank you. Thank you, universe, for always supporting me, for guiding me in the right direction. Now visualize your God putting a garland around your neck and saying, congratulations. Congratulations. You're victorious. You're successful. You will always be successful in your career, in your finances, in your relationships and health. I'm always there with you. Relax. You're always taken care of. Relax. You're always taken care of. As he says this, visualize yourself moving ahead and giving your God a hug. Give him that hug. Soak into that energy. Soak into that energy. Feel that energy in every cell of your body. Feel that energy. And as you feel that energy, you realize your God hugging you back. Imagine that peace inside your body. Experience that peace and calmness as the universe is hugging you. The divine Lord is hugging you back. Soak into that energy. You'll experience peace and calmness as never before. And while you're soaking into this energy, visualize God merging into your body and getting dissolved inside you. Yes, God is inside you now. The universe is inside you. You don't need not worry. You need not worry about people and situations in your life because you are the God. You are the creator of your own destiny. Today, you have unlimited power, unlimited energy, and unlimited opportunities around you. Feel that power inside you. Visualize yourself becoming bigger and bigger and bigger and feeling that pride inside you, feeling so powerful, powerful that you never felt before. Look into that energy, guys. Be in that energy. Yes, we have the power. We are the creator. We are the creator of our destiny. Now, with that intent, keeping that intention in mind, slowly, slowly come back to the room. Very slowly come back to the room. Wriggle your fingers, wriggle your toes. Start rubbing your hands and place your hands gently on your eyes. And very gently open your eyes. Yes, open your eyes. How was it? Were you able to experience that peace and calmness away from all the noise in your head? Great. Were you able to connect with the creator, the universe? Hmm. The reason we do these divine meditations is so that we can visualize the universe, something that's above us. Uh, each one of us might be having a specific god or guru that we believe in. Whatever is that, bring uh, that universe in front of you and connect to that universe. You'll realize the power lies within you. All the power lies within you. And people and situations absolutely do not control our life. It is we ourselves who can manage our emotions and control the situations in our life. You'll see when you evolve as a person, you will see people around you start changing. You'll start seeing changes. Always in our coaching circle, I tell my students, never try to change others. It's not possible for you to change others. Try to evolve yourself into a emotionally strong person. Once you become a emotionally strong and you know positive person, you will start seeing changes around you automatically. Hmm. So people who are aligned with your energy, they will start resonating with you, start treating you properly. But people who are not aligned with your energy, they will start leaving your life. So you'll start seeing that changes. Yes. That is something that you will experience, Pawan. When there is lot of noise in your head, in your meditative state, all of these worries will start coming. That's the reason I said if you have a problem visualizing in the meditation because of these thoughts constantly coming, start repeating the statements with me in your mind. Don't say loudly. Start repeating those statements because what happens is when you start repeating those statements, your mind gets diverted because you're now focusing on, okay, what is she going to say next? What is she going to say next? This is a way in which you can divert your focus of your mind. Your mind can't be doing multiple things at the same time. So when you're focusing on the script that I'm saying, because so that you want to repeat it, those thoughts will stop. Those troubling thoughts will stop. Hmm? For people who do not have problem visualizing, they don't need to do that. This is only for people like Pavan who have a difficulty in visualizing because of so many thoughts. It happens with me also sometimes when I'm in very, very disturbed on a particular day. I go try to do meditation. I just can't do visualization, and because these thoughts are coming, so I realign my energy once again, start the meditation once again, and I start chanting the script of the meditation, then I'm able to focus. So it happens with everybody. Yes, wandering mind is a common syndrome that we experience. But I want each one of you to be very regular to these sessions. We will start rewiring each of your beliefs that you have. And in the chat window, we keep our chat window relatively open for quite some time. You can write down tomorrow we are going to work on your belief structure. Okay, very important again. What are those subconscious beliefs that you have about yourself, which are not allowing you to progress in life? So we will identify that. Today was a self awareness session where you were able to identify your triggers. I hope all of you have done that exercise. Tomorrow we work on the beliefs and we start reprogramming those beliefs. Hmm? So remember, the reprogramming that we done was that I'm responsible for the way I feel. I'm 100% responsible, not any person, not any situation, but I am responsible for the way I feel because these emotions happen inside us, right? Not inside somebody else. The anxiety that kicks in happens inside your body, not somebody else's mind. So we will start talking about specific situations and problems and how to deal with it as we go ahead. Put in the chat window if a specific thing in your life you want to heal, so I get a pointer about it. Thank you so much, guys. Let's wrap up today's session. Thank you. Be there tomorrow, 8 p.m. Thank you. Bye bye.